Hey there, welcome to this message. All right, so I'm picking up a couple different messages, energies here. Okay, the first one is more of a collective message for divine feminine, okay? And the other message is more of a specific message. This could be for someone that is, just for a certain someone or a small group, whatever, on a what they may feel like is a twin journey, okay? But I'm first going to concentrate on just the divine feminine energy that I am picking up right now as a collective message. What I'm getting is that as a divine feminine, it is like you are finally in this energy of divine femininity. It's the healing journey that you've been on, right? It starts with self-love. To get to the divine femininity, what is that, right? Like, what is divine femininity? The nurturing, sensitive, flowing, gentle, empathetic, highly connected to the spiritual realm, using your intuition, but also knowing that you're also strong and you're powerful and independent, but you are open to co-creation. You're open to that. You're open to partnering up. You know that it's not, that you're feeling this energy to want, the longing to want to be with the divine masculine. But I feel like you're at this point where it's like the focus is on you. You needed to get to this point. And I feel like you have surrendered something, like you've surrendered up a situation, okay? Like you've surrendered up. You're finally in this flow state of expressing yourself, feeling joyous, okay? Feeling in harmony, feeling balanced. Maybe in the past, recently, you felt like you had to be more of like the warrior woman, and you felt like it was more of masculine energy that you were putting out there, okay? And I'm feeling now it's like you've completely balanced this out recently. You've healed. You're no longer the wounded feminine energy. You're now the healed feminine energy. And what does this mean? This means you have a lot of energies, okay? Especially masculines gravitating towards you. And this is masculine energies that are unhealed because they can feel that almost like that missing piece. And so they gravitate towards you. Like, what does she have that I need to heal, right? Like subconsciously. And then you have masculine energies that are maybe like the divine masculine energy that's healed, that has gone through their awakening, has gone through their journey, and they're like, yeah, she's got it. So they are all that, like, that's also gravitating towards you. So I'm feeling like you're picking up a lot of energies right now. And being in your divine femininity, you are very aware and in tune with energies, practicing discernment. You know right away whether somebody is for you or somebody isn't for you, if a masculine energy is actually divine masculine energy or not. You need a divine masculine energy. I think I have this in another video. It's like your standards, they're different, they're raised. You have higher standards now because you need this divine masculine energy that is healed, that is ready, right, to come forward, that has a lot to offer spiritually, not just in the physical, but spiritually as well. And there's something about you needing to protect yourself right now. Basically, like, cut cords, call back your power, because I feel like you are almost getting too many energies coming towards you right now. And you're picking up on these energies and they're sticking with you. You having a conversation with somebody via text, okay, that you know isn't for you, that you know isn't your divine masculine, that is also not in that divine masculinity, like that masculine energy, you having that out there, it is an energy leak, okay? It is, you need to protect yourself from that. So you need to be very clear with somebody. You need to, I'm picking this up, like for some, this may be one specific message for somebody. There are something about an energy leak, like you're communicating with somebody that you know isn't the one, like you know this isn't your twin, if that's the journey you're on, or you know this is just an unhealed masculine energy that you're saying, I don't have time for this, right? Like I need a masculine energy that's in their power. That's what I need right now. And so I'm hearing like you need to draw the line with this person or people or group or even friendship. Like you need to draw the line with this to cut this out and keep, I'm not saying that you can't be friends with them, but make it very clear what this is. Like you're going to have to be very forward with people right now. That's what I'm getting. If you're not feeling it, you're going to have to be very clear that you're not feeling it, because the way that you are, your vibe that you're giving off, it's a very loving, sensual, passionate, joyous vibe. Okay, and I'm getting like somebody's just like pulling. Okay, like they're pulling at you. And so you are going to have to stand in your power and say, no, I can give you like loving, healing energy from afar, but that's it, right? So, okay. All right. So this also means like you have, okay, you're starting to express yourself to show your original creations. Okay. Like there's something about this creative powers, you being original, you speaking your voice, clearing out your throat chakra. You're finally in this place is what I'm getting. You're finally there. And maybe you've surrendered up a situation. You've surrendered up a relationship. You've surrendered up this divine masculine twin flame journey to the divine, saying, allow this or don't allow this, right? Like, I'm giving it to you. I've surrendered. I can release control. You're loosening your grips to a situation is what I'm picking up here. Okay, and this creates... this is what is going to bring into you, okay? This is what's going to, this eventually brings in love. This eventually brings in friendships and relationships that are on the same page as you. What you're doing right now, okay, I need you to keep going. That is what I'm picking up. Okay, and take this if it resonates. Whatever you're doing for your feminine energy, your, I just heard side hustle for somebody. So whatever it is that you are creating, your side hustle, keep going and have patience here, because I do feel like your soul family is coming in very strong and soon. And I'm getting fall energy. So I'm hearing have patience, because what you're manifesting right now coming towards you in the fall, that's when it's happening. Okay, that's when you're going to start seeing more progress. So don't give up. You're going to feel like I'm going to give up because I'm not seeing anything. No, manifest now. It's coming for you in the fall. And that may be very specific for somebody, okay? So like I said earlier, getting into divine femininity, it's about loving yourself. It's about caring for yourself and believing that you are enough. Believing that you're worthy, because you can only love other people and nurture other people when you're loving yourself. Okay? When you feel the love in you, then you can go on and love. It's called like, then it becomes the universal love. Okay? And that is like the pink aura. that you are giving off is universal love. Are you loving towards others or towards yourself? Do you express this without holding back? Maybe you need to focus on this with a journal, like something like a self-love prompt if you feel that you're struggling with this. Okay, so that was more of the collective feminine energy. Now I'm going to go into more of the other thing that I had. I'm sorry, I'm going to go back. Is that if you also, another thing besides like the self-love prompts and loving yourself, if you feel that you are having a rough time with this, I'm hearing you need to play more, have fun, dance around, be silly. It's okay to be silly. It's okay to make fun of yourself, do something silly, do something fun. Who cares if you're, it's you. Like, don't worry about it. Like, whatever that means for you, put on some music and start dancing like a crazy person, even if you can't dance. It is a way to release energy, or and you can do whatever you want. Have fun, celebrate with other people if you have that, or if you don't, do it alone. Like, I'm hearing like dance party, like host a dance party, or go out dancing. Okay, because there's something about having fun and not being so serious that really brings in this energy. Okay, it helps with the divine femininity. Okay, which is what is needed for your gifts. A lot of it has to do with intuition too, using your intuition, more in that surrender state. Okay, because I feel like some of you, you're so close to being there. You're starting to loosen your grip and starting to say, I'm enough. It's like you're getting through the self-love piece. And then some of you, everybody's kind of on a different journey, right? Like some of you maybe in that piece of it, like that zone is like the beginning stages, the self-love stages. Some of you guys may be towards the end where it's like, I'm in a surrender state. I have let go of control of whatever this is, whatever, I'm loosening my grip in this situation. I'm going to let the universe, God, take control of whatever it is that is going to be allowed in my life. I'm no longer going to dwell on this piece anymore, or dwell on this masculine energy anymore. Okay, I'm focusing on me, myself, my soul mission. So everybody's different. You're going to be everybody's on their different journey. But that's about it, I think, for the collective message. I'm going to move on to the more of a specific message that I picked up. Okay, and that's about a divine masculine who is working on this. They are working on, I'm getting this a lot, you guys, that this like divine masculine energies are working on their root chakra. There's some fear. There's something about fear, adversities, challenges, living in fear. Okay, there may be something here about a forgiveness that is popping to me, and they don't know how to ask you for forgiveness or something like that. I think a part of it, for some of you, okay, that with this specific message, it's going to be different for everybody. They may have something that they need to tell you that they've been struggling with, and that's why they haven't come forward to this. For some of you, I think that this divine masculine is living in some kind of fear or lack mentality, knows kind of maybe what their purpose is, but doesn't know how to take the steps to get there. I'm hearing they need more time. They need more time. And they are they've been going through the spiritual piece, right? Like they've been going through their spiritual awakening. And there's something about an inner journey here. They're still going through an inner journey. They're still going through healing, something like that. And they know that they need to get through to a certain spot, to a certain level to come forward. to say something or to bring this in the physical, because you're not in contact. Who I'm speaking to, you are not in contact. But you surrendering and completely loosening your grip and letting this go is basically like without trying to. Okay, this is a divine connection. This is the divine doing this. They are basically forcing, in a way, this masculine to push forward, which is what they need for their soul growth. This is growth. Because I'm getting changes. There's something about an inner journey that they still need to do. And a part of me thinks that this might be coming out of a denial, coming out of fear, understanding what this connection actually is and means. Because this creates an all new day, a new era, changes. That is what I'm getting. I'm getting changes. This masculine is changing. And for some of you, hey, take it how it resonates. For some of you, this may be that a masculine, divine masculine gave up. Okay, and God is saying, well, I'm giving the keys to somebody else. And this is creating changes. Or this is the same masculine that is struggling right now, needs more time, and you need to just let that go. Let this piece go. And within time, it creates a new day. It creates changes, because there is something about home, longing for home, being at home together. And that is when you are in your feminine energy. And what does that mean? You're in your surrender state. That's how we get here. Okay, and for some of you, I think this is saying, this calling is your calling, your purpose, your mission needs to be worked on. Like, that needs to be your top priority right now. And that is possibly why you needed to completely surrender, because this masculine has to get stuff in order. They have to work on themselves. They need more time. And you're not waiting around, because the divine doesn't want you to wait around for this masculine to start your soul mission. Okay, to put forth. So it's like I'm almost seeing you might be, and again, specific here, so take it if it resonates. You might be in your alone, okay? In your divine femininity, you might be alone. And you're never alone, though. And that's what we have to remember, is we're never alone. That if you are on a twin journey, they are always with you, right? Like, they are you. It's your twin. It's like, I'm always hearing like, I'm in here, like I'm inward, right? Like, we're one soul. So even though you're alone physically, you don't really feel alone. And that's where you had to get, like, you don't feel alone. You're in your surrender state. You're saying, if it's going to come in the physical, it's going to come. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm open to other things. I'm open to other love opportunities if they feel right. And you're going to know if it's right because you are a divine feminine, because your intuition is on point. But this masculine is also, I'm feeling like there's something about expanding their mind. There's something about the divine is giving them guidance on their purpose, their path, expanding, it's something about knowledge and power. So they're definitely open and receiving divine guidance. That is what I'm getting. But to be in your divine feminine power, it's to hold that power, to hold that key of, I'm good with you, I'm good without you. Because we're always going to be together. And if that means that we can't be whatever, if there's some kind of 3D circumstance going on here, That is where you gave it to the divine, and that's up to God on whether this person comes into the physical or not. And you're open to other people. But again, God is going to give you somebody, if you are open, if God wants you to be with somebody else, he is going to give you a partner that is on the same page as you spiritually, right? That is also, that has more of that like divine masculine aspect. They may not be your twin flame, because your twin flame may not be able to come into the physical, but they may be a twin soul, or they may be a high level soulmate, or they may just be a soulmate, and it's going to be enough for you, because no matter what, they're going to be on the same spiritual wavelength as you. You are giving off this pink aura. Okay, and if the right one is going to come along when it's right. And if it's not right, it's just going to be a feeling of knowing that it's not right, that there's something off, there's something, and as soon as you feel that, as soon as you hear that, that's it. You let it go. You don't linger on, right? Okay, so I think that's all I have for this message. It's a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be, but I felt like that just needed to come through today. And I'm so glad that, because it's beautiful energy. Like, it really is. Like, it's new energy. It's beautiful energy. I'm getting like a really fun, loving summer, and just being like in your power and feeling beautiful, feeling amazing, feeling worthy, feeling like you're enough, and that you can take on any challenge, you can take on the world. That is what I'm getting for the Divine Feminine as a collective. And that excites me, because that's where we need to be, okay? We need to be there as a collective. Healed energy, healing others, pushing forward, not giving in, not giving up, all right? Loving others, universal love, because the world needs it. So anyways, all right. I hope that resonated. If it did, like, share, subscribe, comment below. Bye.